There's no, well-maintained bike park at all in Oahu besides here.
Usually when you come to these hotels, it's like you get, you're riding on cement path or whatever. So from being from Arizona, used to technical riding, I was totally impressed.
The North Shore Bike Park on Oahu's beautiful North Shore has 7 single-track mountain biking trails, making for about 4 miles of easy to intermediate difficulty riding. There aren't any lifts or gnarly downhill trails. They're more like flowing rhythm trails by the beach and through the forest with some fun features and obstacles scattered around. It's a place where people of all skill levels.
My first mountain bike was 1983, so 35 years now.
Riding styles.
I don't have much experience at all on the single track.
And backgrounds.
Biking has always been part of my life.
Can come and make their own mountain biking experience. Not really the kind of biking you'd expect at a fancy Hawaiian destination beach resort.
I was approached by Turtle Bay Resort owners to build a bike park as their push to go green and provide more outdoor experience here for their guests.
Down the hill.
We contracted with Whistler Trail Solutions because they do extensive trail networks up in Canada.
The team that built these trails really knew the kind of stuff that we might actually want to see on this level.
Towards the second year and third year, we had teamed up with some local trail builders, and so their local knowledge was very helpful too because they applied some techniques that were very, very long-lasting.
If you bring your own bike to the North Shore Bike Park, there's a pretty cheap park access fee that you pay at the outpost on Turtle Bay Resort property. If you don't have your own bike, no worries, they have rentals.
Came down, got the full suspension Giant, and went out and had a blast.
Half of the single track bike trails are pretty flat and easy.
There's not a lot of exposed rock.
Very jungle-like in there, yes.
And a little bit of mud because there was some rain overnight.
There's some mud.
So they're definitely not a huge adrenaline rush, but they're a great intro to mountain biking and they really get you up close with nature.
You're in the trees, you got the total coverage over top, so it's like a kind of a dark feature.
But the easy runs also have some optional elements, like berms and bridges. You can decide for yourself to either tackle those features head on or just go around them.
I was a bit intimidated when we started, but I got better as we went along.
The Boardwalk Trail is one of those easier trails, curving through the woods. And since it's called the Boardwalk, obviously it's got
It's a really nice wooden feature that I really like that goes right alongside the water hazard.
Barracks, Banyan Loop, and the Tree Tables trails are the other easier ones. They pretty much follow the Boardwalk Trail's example with some easy snaking hardpack through the forest and optional features like teeter-totters, the lily pads, and a few more smaller boardwalks.
It was still fun, it was challenging, got a little bit of adrenaline, but always felt safe.
The other half of the trails are a little bit more fun. They have a little bit more flow and swoop around the forest a little more. You're not climbing into the mountains, but you're pedaling up and around some sloping hills.
You got a lot of up and down, a lot of whoop-de-whoops, momentum. You need a lot of momentum to get through it. You're standing up most of the time.
You're hitting rhythm sections and kind of pumping your handlebars to maintain speed. On Cavella Cruise, you head up some bench cut on a ridge to find yourself pretty close to the ocean. Then you head back down some more bench cut to find a platform ledge jump that flows into a wooden gap jump. Clubhouse Trail starts out with the roller coaster boardwalk, and then it kind of winds up a hill to exit near the Arnold Palmer Golf Course. If you want to have a lot of fun on Clubhouse, turn around and ride backwards to get some fun downhill carving in. The most popular trail at the North Shore Bike Park
I think I liked the Magic School Bus.
is Magic Bus Loop.
Magic Bus is the most challenging to me.
It's pretty much a forested flowing pump track.
There's the undulating hills, which I enjoyed.
You'll find yourself pedaling less and pumping the handlebars more on trails that swoop around this old abandoned bus. The stories say that the bus got washed up on top of a hill during a tsunami in the 50s, and that it's pretty much just been perched up there ever since. Some people say that at nighttime, they've seen the bus's headlights shining through the trees and the sound of a running engine. Turtle Bay also has a bunch of wide dirt roads that interconnect the resort and take you to each bike trail. Even if you just stick to these super easy dirt roads, you'll still get some sweet views of the golf course, beaches, historical markers, and some of the best scenery on the island.
It just really highlights some of the beauty that's around here.
At the far end of property, you can check out the famous banyan tree and an old World War II pillbox.
I mean, I was out there for 2 hours and didn't see the same trail twice. Covered some awesome stuff.
All in all, the North Shore Bike Park offers something different for all types of riders. They're really accessible, so young riders and families get exposure to mountain biking in a really safe place.
North Shore Bike Park, I mean, you can just park anywhere, go straight to the trail, and you could be a couch potato, and you can you can have that level of fitness, and you can actually ride the trail and have, get the most out of it too.
If you're a novice biker, you're gonna start hitting flow, teeter-totters, and finding speed. It'll really boost your confidence. They're the kind of runs that create mountain biking addicts. And if you're an advanced rider, you'll have yourself a pretty relaxed but actually really entertaining ride as you hit the features a few times, maybe practicing your form and control on jumps, or even just having a great experience riding by the ocean. Basically, no matter what your skill level is, you'll find something fun to do at the North Shore Bike Park.